Every 2.5 minutes US pays UN $38,000 for doing nothing. American taxpayers pay more than any other country for the UN budget. The UN is a useless organization which is dominated by countries like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Iran, and Cuba, etc. Saudi Arabia beheads women, Iran stones them, but the UN condemns Israel. There are 193 countries in the Union, so why are the American taxpayers funding most of its budget? The United Nations has been hijacked by Islamic countries that use UN bodies to attack Israel. Trump should cut all American aid to the UN. Britain, the US and Australia should stop funding the UN. The UN General Assembly elected Qatar, Congo, and Pakistan to its top human rights body, joining existing members such as Saudi Arabia, China, Cuba, and Venezuela. Countries that practice Sharia laws have been chosen to be human rights watchdogs. Even a country like Iran has been given a seat in the UN Human Rights Council. Iran, where women are stoned to death, where gays are executed in a public square. Christians are brutally persecuted in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Pastors are jailed for no reason other than for being Christian leaders. Christians have been lashed for sipping wine during prayer services. Christians have been brutally tortured for doing nothing more than practicing their faith. Saudi Arabia is the head of the Human Rights Council, a country where there are no Christian citizens. Even Christian migrant workers are persecuted by the authorities if they practice their religion. No religion is allowed to exist in Saudi Arabia except Islam. Anyone who leaves Islam is executed. Pakistan is the worst country for Christians to live in. Under Sharia blasphemy law, Muslims murder Christians on false charges of insulting the Prophet Muhammad and the Quran. These countries are kidnapping the UN bodies to push the anti-Israel and anti-Western agenda. They use the United Nations to attack Israel, which is the only democratic state in the Middle East where Christians are free and women are not considered citizens in rank. In the last 2 years, Benjamin Netanyahu cut 90% of Israeli aid to the UN after U.S. Cultural Agency passed a resolution denying the Jewish and Christian connection to Jerusalem. Western countries should follow Israel, cut all funding and announce withdrawal from UN.